Welcome to the deep dive. We're going to plunge right into a story today that's, well, it's really something else. We're talking ancient history, modern intrigue, a dark web operative, billionaires, and a claim of reincarnation. It's not your typical treasure hunt. Our source here is pretty unique. It's a first-hand account from this ex-CIA guy, goes by the Ghost, operates way outside the usual channels. And this story, it's about his most unusual client number 27. So our mission today is to unpack this wild narrative, pull out the key bits.
Exactly. And for you listening, we're going to explore all the layers here. It starts with a mother, really desperate, then travels across continents, chasing this sacred treasure, trying to find its proper home. Now, the claims are definitely extraordinary. We need to state that up front. But we're focusing on the events as the Ghost experienced them, as he recounted them.
Okay, so let's jump in. How did this all kick off, the initial contact?
Right. So the Ghost, he just finished a job, I think, in Australia. Pretty demanding. Then this request pops up. So it's from a woman named Carrie, South Africa.
And her husband?
A diamond magnate. We're talking serious wealth, like $25 billion.
Wow.
But the key thing was the urgency. Carrie insisted on meeting him immediately, discreetly. She flew all the way to Chicago just to find him.
Okay, so massive urgency, huge resources. What was the actual problem? Why track down someone like the Ghost?
Well, this is where it gets really unusual. It was about her son, Lucas. He was about to turn 7. And Lucas was claiming very persistently that he was a reincarnated Knights Templar, a monk warrior from the Crusades.
A 7-year-old.
Yep. And not just vague ideas, really detailed stuff. So detailed, his father and their doctor thought he was, the phrase used was, on the verge of insane.
But the mother, Carrie, she didn't buy that.
No, she absolutely refused to believe it. She felt there was something more going on.
And Lucas himself, he felt there was a ticking clock, right? Something about his memories.
Exactly. That's crucial. He insisted his memories of this past life were vivid now, but they would fade soon. Like, really soon. He believed he'd been sent back specifically to this family, you know, with their immense resources for one reason. Retrieve this treasure he hid centuries ago.
So the timing was critical. It had to happen now, before the memories disappeared.
Precisely.
Okay, let's talk location. Because Knights Templar treasure, that immediately makes you think of one place, doesn't it? Oak Island.
Right. The classic mystery. The money pit, the flood tunnels, centuries of searching, theories about Templars hiding things there.
But Lucas had a different take.
A completely different take. He said the money pit, all the tunnels, everything people have focused on at Oak Island. It's a deliberate diversion.
A diversion, you mean like a decoy?
Exactly. Lucas claimed any little bits and pieces found over the last 200 years, the breadcrumbs were planted there on purpose. The idea was to keep everyone digging in the wrong spot, looking away from where the real treasure was hidden.
That implies incredible foresight from the Templars. A centuries-long misdirection plan.
It really does. It reframes the whole Oak Island thing if you believe Lucas's account. It's not just hidden. It's actively shielded by this elaborate ancient decoy.
And this kind of outrageous claim, the specific detail about Oak Island, that must have factored into the Ghost's decision to take the case.
Oh, absolutely. Remember, the Ghost specializes in these outrageous jobs that nobody will take. He even said, nothing here surprises me.
Yeah.
This was kind of his wheelhouse in a strange way.
Plus, Carrie made it clear that resources weren't an issue.
Right. Money is no object. That definitely helps when you're dealing with potentially transcontinental, highly complex operations based on a child's past life memories. They were the perfect parents, resource-wise, for this mission.
So job accepted. The Ghost flies to South Africa. Carrie's private jet, of course.
To their estate, which was apparently magnificent.
When he meets Lucas, what was that like?
Pretty chilling, actually. Lucas, this young boy, just looked at the Ghost, this total stranger, and said, very calmly, I knew you would come.
Wow. Just like that.
Yeah. And then there's this really emotional moment with his mother. Lucas promised her he'd be the boy she wanted, that he wouldn't remember any of this once the mission was done.
Like he knew he had this task to perform, and then he could just be a kid again.
That seemed to be the idea. And he didn't waste any time. He gave the Ghost a map, very specific directions for finding the treasure.
The starting point, anyway.
The starting point. He pointed to the Knights Templar Red Cross as a key symbol they needed to look for. And crucially, he revealed the treasure's final destination wasn't Oak Island at all. It was somewhere in Africa.
Which immediately throws out most Oak Island theories, according to Lucas.
If he's right, yes.
Okay, so the mission begins. The Ghost heads to Oak Island, but not to dig in the money pit.
No, definitely not. He brought his team, Frankie and Ryder, on the ground. Scarlett and Harley providing remote support. They approached by a small boat at night, very careful to avoid the regular treasure hunters swarming the place.
And their target location?
Lucas had specified a spot almost directly opposite where the money pit is, away from all the main activity.
And they found it. The Red Cross.
They did. Just as Lucas described, painted on a rock wall, the classic Templar symbol.
What happened then?
The ghost pushed the cross, and apparently this large stone started to rumble, moved aside, revealing a hidden cave.
Seriously, like something out of a movie.
Right. Inside, a small circular room, lots of symbols, then another slightly larger red cross on another wall.
Another secret door.
Pushed out, it opened into another circular room. Very elaborate hiding place.
And the treasure.
Not quite yet. In the center of this final room, there was just a small pool of water, like manhole size.
Water. Okay, now what?
Well, Lucas had given the ghost this cryptic biblical quote, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you."
Ah, so the pool was the next step.
Seemed like it. The ghost geared up, specialty diving equipment, and went in. He noted the water was surprisingly warm.
And down there.
He found it, a black box, kind of chest-like. And get this, he was apparently glowing. Red rays of light beaming out of the seams, he said. Had a gold handle.
A glowing box underwater in a hidden Templar cave on Oak Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
The box itself, he described it as over a foot long, really heavy. And the latch wasn't simple. It was like a small puzzle. But the most important thing was Lucas's warning.
What was the warning?
He told the ghost, under no circumstances was he to open it. It was not to be opened.
Why not?
Lucas said it was very sacred and very strong. Strong enough, apparently, that it could destroy the ghost if he tried to open it.
Whoa. Okay, so not just treasure, but something powerful, maybe dangerous?
That was the implication. Something the Templars didn't just want hidden, but contained.
So box secured, phase 1 complete. But Lucas said the final destination was Africa, right?
Ethiopia, specifically. So phase 2 was getting this mysterious, glowing, potentially dangerous box from Nova Scotia to Ethiopia. Discreetly.
That's complicated.
Extremely. It involved buying a pickup truck, driving, a lot of hiking to reach some remote fishing village, then navigating this tree-covered water channel in what the ghost described as an ancient-looking papyrus boat, all following Lucas's map.
The logistics alone are pretty incredible.
Definitely tests the ghost's skills. And the journey's end was just as strange.
Oh, so?
They followed this single dirt track, just like the map showed. Eventually, they came across a man just meditating by the path.
Okay.
Didn't even move, just said, "He's been waiting for us."
Chilling again. Who's he?
Presumably the next guardian. The track led to a small hut where another man met them. And this guardian told the ghost that their brother told him years ago that he would return and send a messenger to bring their long-lost treasure home.
The prophecy passed down through generations.
Certainly sounds like it. A network of guardians waiting for centuries.
And this place, this remote hut in Ethiopia, what was its significance?
According to what the ghost was told there, this peaceful, isolated sanctuary was the true home of the Ark of the Covenant.
Wait, the Ark of the Covenant? Seriously?
That's what the account claims the guardians believed and protected. They passed down their history orally through stories, not writing.
Okay, my mind is officially blown. So what happened inside?
They were blindfolded to enter, led downstairs, into a tunnel lit only by fire. It opened into a room, and on a pedestal, a Crusader helmet.
A direct link back to the Templars.
Seems so. And beyond that room, through some bars, they could see another room. Inside that room was another pedestal, and a small pouch resting beside it.
The exchange point.
Looks like it. The ghost placed the black box, the one from Oak Island, onto that pedestal. He said it immediately started glowing red again.
And the pouch.
Inside the pouch was the confirmation item Lucas had promised. An old, kind of boxy-looking metal cross, a knight's cross.
Lucas's proof.
Exactly. And then, as soon as they left that inner room, the door locked itself.
Mm-hmm.
They looked back through the bars.
Yeah.
The box was gone. Vanished.
Gone. No explanation.
None given in the account, whether it was some mechanism or something else. We don't know. The box just disappeared.
Incredible. So, mission accomplished. They had the Knight's Cross as proof. Time to return to Lucas.
Right. Back to Cape Town. They gave Lucas the pouch with the cross inside.
And his reaction?
Immediate and overwhelming. The ghost said the tears just start flowing out of him. Lucas held the cross, confirmed it was his, and said it was a sign that everything would be okay.
Like the burden was finally lifted.
Precisely. And then Lucas did something interesting. He packed the cross back into the pouch and gave it to the ghost.
Gave it away after all that.
Yep. He said the treasure was home now, his job was done. And then he repeated that he won't remember any of this. The ghost became the keeper of the cross, the link to this whole incredible story.
And did Lucas forget? Did he go back to being a normal kid?
Apparently, yes. Sometime later, Carrie sent the ghost 2 pictures via the dark web very securely. One was titled The Crusader. It showed Lucas right after they got back, tears on his face, holding that cross.
Okay.
The second picture was titled Little Lucas, First Grade. Just a normal school photo.
Yeah.
Kid in uniform, backpack,
Right.
proof that Lucas had returned to a normal life. Zero memory of this event, just as he predicted. The transformation was complete.
Wow. What a story. Just processing all of
It
that.
really makes you think, doesn't it? This wasn't about getting rich or famous. It was about fulfilling some ancient purpose. Driven by a child's impossible memories, you have these huge themes swirling around belief, destiny, memory itself, how fleeting it can be, the sheer power of an idea carrying across centuries.
So, the question for you, listening right now, what do you take away from this? Does it make you wonder about knowledge beyond what we normally accept? About memory? About destiny? And that box? What could possibly have been inside that glowing box? Something so sacred, so powerful, it could supposedly destroy someone. And what does it mean, really, for the ghost to be walking around today with that knight's cross, a relic from a past life he helped return home before it was forgotten? Lots to chew on there.